Welcome back to Houseless U, Episode 2, Moving Off Campus. We want to welcome back our guests, Junior Ashley and Sophomore Faith.
Hello.
Hi. Last week we talked about the struggles students face here at WCU and the university's lack of helping students obtain housing. This has led to the formation of Facebook groups such as the 12,000-person off or on-campus housing page as a last resort, knowing that finding housing through the school is a lost cause. I personally had found my first ever housing through the group and my current roommates through the group for the year after that, this current year.
Ashley, on episode 1, you mentioned housing struggles with roommate incompatibility or roommates transferring. Were your current roommates selected at random due to USH last minute filling you, or did you previously selected roommates go elsewhere? And do you plan to move off campus next year?
So I live with 3 other people. One of my roommates took the spot of my one friend that dropped out, and then the other 2 were just random. I actually had, the 3 I started off with, I only live with 2 of them now. The girl that lived with me the beginning of the year also dropped out.
Wow. So
then she got replaced by somebody else. So I've went from living with 3 people that in the beginning of the year to now I'm living with 2 of the same and then 1 different. So it was really
complicated.
Yeah, chaotic. And I am living off campus next year.
Cool.
Are you going to town too? Like the borough or like?
I'm living in 514. So.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a house in the town, right?
Walnut.
Right outside of town.
Cool.
Yeah. So when the university gives you a 1,050 waitlist number, given my own experience with the village, living on campus at all is discouraging. This leads usually upperclassmen to resort to off-campus, but with this ongoing and ever-evolving crisis, many sophomores have moved to town as well, as only freshmen or international students are guaranteed housing, as stated by Nancy Gaynor, Senior Associate Vice President for University Communications and Marketing.
I was actually in the bathroom today and I saw a poster that's like, make sure you register for housing. You are not guaranteed it.
That's insane.
In the bathroom.
Why would they promote that
they don't guarantee housing?
Not guaranteed it.
Literally, I saw it today in the first floor bathroom in Main Hall.
I kind of imagine all the not mean, but the emails from parents. I just kind of imagine.
I can't
It's just
imagine.
such a nightmare.
You've got to have to have a good group of people for that.
No, of course.
And something else that I really wanted to bring up is that next year I have decided to transfer schools. But when I went to fill out the withdraw form application, it shows only one of the options for why I'm leaving, and it's the housing crisis, which I think is really crazy. Yeah. When I go to fill out the form, it literally says academic, personal, housing. That's
so the fact that they're minimally recognizing it, but not enough to do something about it.
It's crazy.
It's sorry, we couldn't help you. It's kind of pathetic in a way.
And there are so many people on the wait list now, obviously, because they don't guarantee housing. And this semester, I had issues with my roommates, and I wanted to leave my housing assignment that I have on campus and just be a commuter. Mm-hmm. But when I emailed the housing department, they said the only way they would allow that is if I either got married. Yeah, or if I had someone in my family pass away. So I've not been in my apartment in 2 months, and despite the fact that there's probably someone who needs housing, they will not let me leave, so I'm still paying for it.
So why won't they let somebody else take your spot?
Because it's technically a lease.
But isn't it... So
but it's
sublease it or no?
Nope.
Can't you have somebody take over your lease though?
Right, exactly. Even though I'm not there, I haven't been there in 2 months, so...
Yeah. And USH does that. They'll swap
people.
I've seen with one of my roommates a year ago. But
it's crazy. It's really insane that they won't let me leave.
Right. What's hard with mine is just since I've had a roommate since I guess first 2-3 weeks of school at longest, and then I had a girl because my whole first semester didn't have a roommate because she just wanted to up and leave for her own issues, and kind of just also think, oh hey, payment's on you now, when I don't think a lot of people understand that even though you're not in a dorm anymore, when you sign a lease, it's a contract, and I think it's pretty foreign to some people, unfortunately. So that's been a nightmare, especially getting a new girl that moved in for a total of 4 days. I wasn't there mostly the 4 days because I worked. It was like right before winter break ended, and now she's like supposed to be a subleaser, and then they have their issues, and I'm just like, you guys have your issues on that side, but I still am paying for things that I'm not supposed to. Like, it's just such a nightmare with the people that you do end up
Also,
housing with.
when I originally looked for off-campus housing earlier this year, I noticed in like struggling with that, many landlords are like lawn signs will flat out say like won't rent to students.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy because it's a college town.
And
Yeah.
it's like, it'll be like a house that's like 2 miles, or not 2 miles, like 2 blocks away from campus.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, this isn't for students. I'm like, then who do you want?
That's who needs it the most.
Right.
If you're right here, and the ones that do rent to us, more often than not have rent like typically beyond our budgets.
And raise it
And-
every single year.
Since you live off campus, Faith, I wanted to ask, did you
Yes.
run into any issues like when you were searching for housing? I kind of remember, but
Oh my gosh,
and
you've
has
heard
the
it all.
rent been manageable too? Because we don't talk about that.
So the rent, thankfully I get a lot of things covered through scholarships. So when I do get money back, I can try to put as much as I can towards like run utilities and things. I do work when I can when I'm home, and a lot during the different breaks. So I am pretty good at managing it all. It was hard even first finding the place. I did housing late. That was my own issue. I'm gonna be so transparent with that. But then realizing, I did finally get a dorm middle of my first semester. I'm like, I just must have not taken myself off, and why do I need somewhere halfway through my first semester? But basically, finally found a house from a girl that I actually knew. Which, as much as I have learned to like the place, that was just a nightmare in itself with her kind of just up and leaving and just thinking that, kind of just putting it on me that she started to pay. It's like, but that's a lease. So,
Right.
it definitely just brings out the worst in people. So it's hard even because I didn't sign up to live alone. It's hard as like a college student, like just leaving home and coming home to where everything's in the same spot. You know what I mean? It's just definitely just a hard reality of things. It's just hard.
On that same topic, we'd found a piece published by the Quad in 2018, and it mentioned Business Insider had a ranking of the nation's most expensive college towns. It was like top 20. Can you guys guess where Westchester fell on that top 20?
Oh, it has to be like,
This
maybe
is
like
hard.
10. Is it 10?
Wait, like
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
like 7.
The ranking listed Westchester at 7.
Wow.
Oh, you
Median rent of $2,292,
Wow.
which was 46.8% above the market rate.
It's insane.
Last week, we also touched on the newly installed trailers by MLOT and the
Oh my
university's
gosh.
attempt to expand housing options, but
Don't
of
even
course,
get me started with those.
this is limited as per West Goshen and WCU administration's abilities to compromise on how far the campus can even expand its housing into town. Only a year ago, Sean Walsh, West Goshen supervisor, actually stated, "I know you have an urgent crisis, but it doesn't mean it's our urgent crisis," at a March 2024 West Goshen supervisor meeting.
Wow.
You know, it's crazy that they think
It's so
the
insensitive
only
to say.
solution is to build things instead of just accepting less students.
Yep.
This could be such an easy fix if they come at the problem at a different angle and stop taking away parking and stop building buildings and just not accepting so many students. I feel like every year it's like, oh, the biggest class in Westchester.
Every year.
Like,
Every single
breaking-
year.
like, can we
record-breaking
stop?
new
Can we stop
class.
trying to break a record? Can we start record lowest class?
It's not even
like,
fun anymore.
No.
Like, it just, even like with aside from housing for a second, like even when it comes to like doing anything here, the gym's crowded,
Yeah.
the food takes like an hour.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's like if you can't have that many students, it's not fun saying, oh, like, we're trying to become a bigger school. It's like, then open, like, have more housing, expand the campus, have more food, maybe a second gym. It's hard to live here when, like, especially everyone's on each other's toes, and of course rent goes up every year. My rent, I'm not going to be in the same place next year, but that goes up. The place I'm looking at next year, it's an extra few hundred. That went up. It's just like, how far do you expect us to go up, and how much debt do you want us to go in with student loans? Like, I'm going into teaching. It's not like I'm going into a 6-figure job where, like, it's going to take years for me to get over these student loans. Like, it's not like being a teacher is going to, like, give me some money bags, but it's just hard when you want to do what you want to do in life, but have to worry about money. It's sad.
Yeah. And, like, we've seen some change since last March. Like the several year awaited 10 under construction trailers that are, again, only temporary. We've all received this master plan in our emails on March 19th, but honestly, did you guys even open this email or know what it said?
Yeah, the 10-year master plan they sent March 19th.
Guys, to be honest, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, exactly. No one
They
opens
sent
them.
so much junk mail, it's hard to find what's actually, like,
important.
worth reading. It's things that no one cares about, that doesn't apply to us. It's just, they fill our emails with so much junk. It's, why would we care about things that we should when it's hard to even find?
So the most I'd heard about that, until I looked closer just today, was one of my professors, like a week ago when it came out, he was bashing it in class, and he referred to the plan as a whole lot of nothing, kind of just like jargon that we don't understand. They're seeking renovations to our older res halls, like the affiliated, Tyson, Goshen, Schmidt, and our apartments, where we are right now, renovations, and the only mention of additional housing I saw was to Lawrence Hall, like where Einstein's is. And as mentioned, West Goshen has to approve zoning and correspond with the university, but I hadn't seen any mention of more off-campus housing options. So as we've seen already, further allowing students to resort to their own devices and social media outreach, as we're no stranger to ourselves. And I worry for the future classes because the solution doesn't seem to be getting slimmer. It is just drawing more attention and outcry, given enrollment is rising, as we've talked about, and students learn of the crisis after committing, typically, and experiencing it firsthand is how they even know about it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they just need to start accepting less and less people, and that's really the only solution here.
And not focus on a record-breaking enrollment
Yep.
number every year.
It's hard that once you're in, you're kind of in. Like, of course, like, in your situation, Michaela, you are transferring. But, like, it's hard when, like, you've already kind of just made your friend group, got in your classes, getting into a good, like, routine. I think where you do enjoy it here is just certain things like this are just such a pothole in the road in a way
that we can't even control.
Of course, and it's hard, especially when, like, my mom doesn't. Tells me, like, rent is too much. It's like, as much as, like, I know it is. It's like I can't.
What can you do about it? Right.
It's hard because she could also compare it to my twin sister who's at Temple. Her rent's half as much as mine. It's such a nicer place. The landlord, like, I feel like a lot of the landlords here, not to call them out, but I got lucky with mine, but most of the ones here are just sketchy. I've heard so many stories and how they kind of just, like, rob us. Like, we're all just students, and it's like everywhere, like, robs us around here. Even nail salons. Like, my nails have never been so expensive than here because they noticed we're college students who just want our nails done. It's hard because, like, she's in the city at Temple, and, like, it's such a gorgeous place, but my place is, like, falling apart, and it's double as much as hers is, which is crazy to me.
Well,
thank you
guys.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's not the most exciting or happy topic, but we do appreciate you both being here for us to talk about this important issue.
and relate to us and everybody else who will listen to this.
Yep.
Yes. Good luck, guys. We're here for you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
This was Houseless U, and that's it.